Hello indie game fans, welcome back to I Dream of Indie. This is Ole Gamer Joe. I'm here with another review today. If it's your first time here at the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button below for more great indie reviews and previews. Today we're taking a look at Elliot on the Steam PC platform. It will be coming to the PlayStation 4, the Nintendo Switch, and the Xbox One on Christmas Eve this year, December 24th of 2020. This precision platformer was developed by Plane and Game. The console versions are being published by Jandu Soft. Elliot puts you in control of a musical spirit of sorts named Mamba. Mamba is living a normal, peaceful life, but suddenly the world begins to change, and now it becomes up to you to platform through 11 different chapters with over 60 levels in order to restore peace. Elliot may look very cute and cuddly on the surface, but don't be fooled whatsoever. This game supplies a pretty savage challenge, actually. Controls are really simple here. You don't have a ton to worry about. You can run with the right bumper if you are using an Xbox controller, as I was. You can get airborne. You do quite a bit of platforming and jumping in this game, but while you're airborne, one of the more interesting features is the fact that you can sort of freeze time for a moment, direct your next move, and then you'll dash off into that direction. This is a key feature of the game, and it's vital to figuring out some of the levels and successfully platforming your way around them. On top of that, each level is timed. You don't have to complete these levels in a given amount of time, nor do you have to collect all of the musical notes. They're simply added challenges. Of course, in a precision platforming game, you want the controls to be, well, precise, and thankfully in Elliot they really are. This game feels pretty great for the most part. I found that the controls were fluid and responsive. I didn't notice any sort of input lag, and most of the mistakes were mine to own. So when you factor in the ability to try and speedrun these levels and all of the collectibles, this game could last you quite a long time if you really want to try and complete everything within it. If you're just trying to dash through these levels, well then, a level can take you anywhere from 30 to 40 seconds, at least if you're me, but that's if you have a successful run. You're going to die a lot in this game, expect that, so you could potentially in reality be stuck on these levels anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15 minutes or more depending on your skill level. If you're really struggling with things and you're looking for less of a challenge in Elliot, you do have the ability in the beginning of the game to choose an assist mode, and this will allow for longer turbocharges in the air. It makes the game generally a little bit easier and more manageable for novice players. Ultimately, I found that the game was really fun to play. I didn't find myself overly frustrated, rather I enjoyed learning from my mistakes. If I had the level 1 complaint at the gameplay here, it's more of a design choice, but I will say that you can't scroll down the screen at times, which is a little bit frustrating, as sometimes it can be difficult to see what's below you, and you can tend to have to take a leap of faith from time to time, but that's a pretty minor complaint. On the whole, this one plays pretty sound. Graphically, the game I thought of when I was playing Elliot was Rayman Origins. The art style is very reminiscent of that title. It's quirky, it's cute, it's colorful. I enjoyed it. The game actually does a pretty good job of switching up the settings from time to time. You don't feel like the levels are stale because the environment does change from level to level more often than not. Yes, there are some reused assets along the way, but on the whole, I thought the game did a pretty good job of mixing things up. The enemy design here is a little bit odd, and it's not as strong as the rest of the art in this game, like the red frogs and other weird creatures that you'll come across, but still, I was overall a fan of the art aesthetic. The almost folky and interesting soundtrack presented in Elliot is also really good. The songs can be infectious. They do serve as background music quite well, actually. I found myself entranced with some of these songs, actually, if I'm being honest with you. They go along well with what you're doing. You're going to be dying a lot, so the fact that these are fleshed out, well-composed tracks, it does help a lot. They didn't really get on my nerves like other games can tend to do. Sound effects are kind of on the cute side of things. They work effectively as well. The little whoops and whops as you jump around. It's all pretty satisfying. Overall, I was a big fan of the graphical look of this game, and I think it sounds pretty nice as well. I really quite enjoyed Elliot for a price tag of $9.99. It's a good value. There's plenty of levels here, again, over 60 of them. The graphical art style is enjoyable, but more important than that is the fact that it really does play quite well. Yes, you will die a lot, and that's not going to be for everyone, but the assist mode does allow for more novice players to enjoy this title as well. So overall, Elliot comes highly recommended. So what do you think? Will you be picking up any version of Elliot? Let us know in the comments section below. If you've enjoyed our video coverage today, consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps us to bring a voice to the voiceless ones in gaming. There are a ton of other ways that you can support I Dream of Indie right down in the description box below, but however you end up supporting us, it means the world and we thank you so very much.